Okay, here we go with another one. This is number 4. Got the time? All right, Samuel is saving to buy a watch that cost $169. This is $48 more than 4 times what he saved last month. How much did he save last month? All right, so we are going to circle our numbers so that way we know where they are. Oops, there we go. So make sure you're circling your numbers. You want to reduce some of the circles you can, or you can just leave them. All right, so now we need to underline our key words. 4 times what he saved last month, more than, okay, and then we have the cost of the watch. We then need to highlight our question. So here we go. And there we go. Okay, so now what do we need to understand? We want to know how much he saved. How much Samuel saved last month. Oops, last month. So we don't want to know exactly the whole amount that he saved. We want to know how much he saved last month. So we are going to write an equation because that will help us figure out how much he saved last month. We're going to take the information we have, starting off with our numbers. 169 is the total cost of the watch. And then we have $48. Let's see, 48 more than 4 times what he saved last month. So 48 more, and then 4 times an amount. 4 times, so an amount. We're not sure how much the amount is. Okay, so now let's separate this so we can see. Whoops, there we go. Okay, here we go. So we can actually, let's put this is the amount. Okay, so when we write our equation, we have our numbers up here, and this is what this is telling us. We have the $169, which is the cost of the watch, so the total cost. $48 is kind of the base fee, and then 4 times what he saved last month. So 4 times something that he saved last month. We're not sure of the amount. So we need to actually write this equation. So 169 is our total amount. We have 48, and we're going to add that to 4 times the amount that he saved last month. Again, we're not actually sure how much that is. So we need to now look at our inverse operations. And so the first thing we need to do is look at our 48 because that's furthest away from our variable right here. And this looks like it's a 2-step equation. So we are going to, which is what we've been doing. Sorry, I'm acting like we haven't done that yet, but we've been doing it. The inverse operation of a positive number is a negative number. So we're going to take that away, and that leaves us with 169 minus 48 equals 121. Because 8 times 9 is 1, not 8 times 9, 8 minus 9 is 1, 4 minus 6 is 2, and then we bring down our 1. That's going to equal 4 times. Okay, so now we need to divide by 4 to get rid of that because it's multiplying by 4. We need to now divide by 4 on each side to then come up with how much he saved last month, or our X. So we take 121 divided by 4, and that's going to give us $30.25. So a decimal is okay as long as you write the decimal in like dollars amount. So you have your dollar amount, which is $30, and then 25 cents. So now we need to actually plug that in just to make sure that that is correct because, you know, we haven't been getting decimals before. And so now I kind of wonder, you know, is that decimal correct? So let's plug in our equation. But this time, instead of putting X, we are going to put in our $30.25. We're going to do our order of operations. So we are going to multiply $30.25 times 4, which gives us 169 equals 48 plus, that's 121. Let me space this out so you can see it a little better. And now I'm going to add 121 plus 48. And that's going to equal 169. So 169 equals 169. It is so much easier to do when we write it out because typing it in here is sometimes hard to see. But you can see we did this first. We multiplied 4 times $30.25. That gave us 121. 48 plus, or excuse me, and then we added our 48 down here. So you could either write it like this. Okay, let me bring this down so you can see it better. So we did this first right here. So you could write it like that. Whoops. Here, let's see if we can make this a little bit smaller so you can see. There we go. So you can see we did the multiplication first, then we did the addition, and then that equaled it out. So $30.25 was how much he saved last month. So Samuel saved $30.25 last month. Again, we are working with word problems, so you need to make sure that you answer your word problem with a complete sentence, because they're not just looking for a number. They're looking for how much did he save last month. We say Samuel saved $30.25 last month. We want to answer the question with a complete sentence.